Well, I'm on my way to the gym right now, and the news just broke that the Jaguars just traded for Falcons wide receiver Calvin Ridley. Now, as far as trade compensation goes, it's a bit of a riddle. It is a 2024 fifth round pick and a 2023 fifth round pick and a 2024 fourth round kind of pick. So it's something to do with the date that he's reinstated, and then if he makes the team in 2024, and then if the team extends him to a long-term deal, it turns into a second-round pick. So the best it can be is a fifth-round pick this year and a second-round pick in 2024. As far as my reaction, incredible. The thing that we haven't been able to do as an offense is stretch the field. And now that you got a guy like Calvin Ridley, although not this season, he's suspended from a betting suspension because he bet on the game coincidentally against the Jaguars. He bet on the Falcons to beat the Jags, and that ended up getting him suspended for this season. But yeah, I mean, we have a guy that can stretch the field for us. He'll be 28 going into his next season, so a little bit older than you'd expect. But he's a guy that's proven he's a number one. He's an exceptional receiver, played really well next to Julio Jones, and then when he was by himself, still phenomenal. Last season that he played, a bit of a weird year. He was struggling with some mental health issues, suffered with a bunch of drops, a pretty sad year overall for Calvin Ridley. But he's already tweeting #Duval. He seems to be in good spirits about it. He's liking a bunch of tweets. I'm super excited. You know, we needed a pass catcher. We needed to go get Trevor Lawrence a one. He's not exactly the build that I was kind of expecting. I was expecting more of a Chase Claypool type build. You know, a bigger body possession receiver who can go out on the field and go win a one-on-one contested, play. But Calvin Ridley is a field stretcher. Even though he's not going to moss you, as in jump over top of you and catch the ball over you, he's a guy that can beat you down the field with his speed and his route running. I'm super excited about this. I think he's a great fit to a Doug Peterson offense. As far as what we gave up, I'm totally fine with it. Calvin Ridley's a great player. Not a guy who I expected to be named today. I was pretty much keyed in on Chase Claypool, DJ Moore, was another one, Jerry Jeudy, guys like that. Calvin Ridley never even crossed my mind. But now that he's a Jag, sorry, the lighting is crazy right now. Okay, lighting's better here. But yeah, I'm super thrilled about this. Again, not a guy I expected to see get moved at this point, especially with the suspension. He just never crossed my mind. I kind of forgot about him. But I'm thrilled about this. This is a type of receiver that we've been looking for I don't even know how long. It's been a long time. We haven't really had a field stretcher since I can really remember. So I'm ecstatic about this. This is going to be huge for Trevor Lawrence's development, to bring in the deep ball and extend plays and make big plays down the field. It's something our offense has been lacking so much this season. As you can see, he hasn't attempted a 35-yard plus pass since week 5. It's just everything is intermediate to short. And it's just going to open up the field even more for those intermediate Christian Kirk, his over the middle, the Zay Jones over the middle, Evan Ingram up the seam. Having a guy who can stretch the field just opens up those intermediate throws even more. So this is a completely perfect fit. And, the Jags are 2-6. It shouldn't be a surprise that we're not competing this year. Even though we had a little bit of false hope within the first 3 weeks of the season, we looked really good. Even though we've been competing in every single game, which I love, that's all I was asking for going into the season. We have something to look forward to next year. We really do. And I don't really think we're done on the offensive side of the ball. I think there's still moves to be made, whether that be on the offensive line. I'll make a video about Jawan Taylor and that kind of situation going forward. I still would like to add a pass catcher in the draft. Marvin Jones is probably going to be out of here after this season if he's not traded within the next 45 minutes or so. Zay Jones, I'm not really sure what his contract. I know it was 24 over 3 or something like that. I'm wondering what the situation would be like if we were to cut him, because I still want a receiver in the draft. Maybe not in the first round just because of how our cornerback room looks right now. But I still want to add a pass catcher in the draft, and we still have draft capital to do so. So I fully expect to. So I don't think we're done there. But this is a step in the right direction. It's building around your quarterback and getting him a guy, even though it's not for this season, which is a little bit, disappointing. we're not competing this year. It's totally fine. With what we gave up for him, I'm totally fine with making this trade and waiting for next season. So yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. Never even crossed my mind once. But shout out to Dilla and Mia O'Brien for getting that out quick. Side note, around building around your quarterbacks. Chase Claypool to the Bears. That's what you got to do. You got to get your young quarterbacks a guy. Huge shout out to Justin Fields and huge shout out to Trevor Lawrence. This is huge for their development. They really needed help on the outside, and these moves today I really think helped that out a lot. So with that being said, super excited about this Calvin Ridley deal. I'll probably make another video more detailed about Calvin Ridley and what he's about going forward, because like this is a quick video. I'm on my way to the gym right now. Just had to get it out there real quick. But yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. Make sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Drop down in the comments. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this trade. I assume you got to be excited. I can't imagine how you'd be frustrated with this. But yeah, Jags made a move. It's a good day. Go Jags.